Hello, everybody. Welcome to Speletons. I'm Zinker. He's Derek, and this is Astral Chain. Let's just get right into it.
Oh.
Cubert. What are you? A watch Archer?
There's a cube in front of me.
So you named him Cubert? Why?
No, it's an old video game.
Oh, that must be what the Archer episode is in reference to. There's an Archer episode called Cubert. That now you may wonder.
He's in Wreck-It Ralph.
Activity levels.
No, that's a different Cubert. Oh.
36.3.
That's the one I'm talking about.
You know, Cubert
no sign
is not a cube, Derek, right?
Understood. The particle gun is online and ready to fire.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't name something after the game.
Well, it's gotta make sense,
I can't name a cube Cubert.
You can.
He jumps on cubes.
You can't name a cube Cubert, and it's a reference to Cubert, the one that begins with Q instead of a CU.
He jumps on
that's
cubes.
Fucked up. That's just fucked up. Anyways, the Astral Chain. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do a first hour episode. Derek, why don't you explain to them why that shit didn't happen?
I was busy.
Even though I told him to clear his schedule, Madman's like, oh, by the way,
I cleared everything off my schedule.
Day before.
Like this.
The day before, he goes, oh, by the way, can't record tomorrow or the day after. And I'm like, what about Astral Chain? He's like, fuck. Just.
I don't know. No, I don't know if I ever said that. I think I just was like, oh, alright.
No, you said fuck.
That didn't sound like.
I was so excited for this game. Derek's like, oh, well. So, we played it. Blind. Well, I played. Oh, no, we both played it. Sorry. I played a
Yeah, I played some. You're further ahead, but.
I'm well further ahead. I love this game. It's great, and I'm glad I played it.
I have not played it yet.
I'm doubling down on the main characters being in Smash Bros.
Activate the Astral Chain. Engage the restraints.
I think it's very likely.
Also, roll credits. Oh, it's all but guaranteed. Like, just straight up, like, it's all but guaranteed. No, hey, whoa, it just muted the game audio. What the fuck? I was trying to lower it, but it's like gonna freeze it or something. Okay. No, it's still going. Just wanna make sure our audio isn't heard more than this. The soundtrack for this game is amazing. We might have to skip the opening theme though. There's an opening theme. Oh, the opening theme's real good, but you know, copyright and all that. I don't know if it's like a song that would get us taken down or something like that. And you know, if you're wondering, do they like smaller YouTube channels covering their video games? They don't. They don't like smaller YouTube channels covering their video game.
They don't like. They don't like most people doing it. Really, they don't like most people playing their video games.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Also, this was kind of badass to me. I love this guy. Freaking
it's pretty okay.
Sword man. Oh, he's my favorite. He's my man. He's my main. That's my main man right there. Cubert, my main man. As was the other video game Cubert, the orange one that's not cube shaped whatsoever, but rather called Cubert because he used to bounce on a bunch of cubes.
I was disappointed that cube there didn't shake like 3 times before clicking or something.
Yes,
maybe it did.
They have, but they're not from our usual
I didn't
Maybe
see
you
it.
just didn't see it. Yeah. Look closer, Derek. Jeez. Also, there's so much dialogue, so get ready for a dialogue-heavy playthrough, unfortunately. I would love to skip the story for the most part, and just kind of like go through the most important scenes, but you know, it's gonna be.
I'm still not sure. I'm still.
Did I call Dibs
I was gonna say I'm still not sure if those two.
I'll call Dibs and Brenda.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't care. I was adamant that dibs can only be called on your individual Akira, which I guess is
which is the main
their
character's
name.
Which probably would be the Smash name.
Yeah,
or
because
Legionus.
mine is way too pretty to let Zinker have. I don't care what dibs rules don't work like that.
Okay,
it's not.
so I have to give her a name.
It'd be a crime. He'd never appreciate her. Also,
You
I'm
only
pretty
have
sure
7 letters?
yeah. Well, I only have 5 in my name.
I don't know why, but I'm going with Zaya. Zaya is a cutesy name. Yeah, it's okay. This shouldn't take me that long to make my character because I already know what I'm going to make her. So,
I have a good guess.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah, I went with that exact hair style, but pink.
I'm gonna change her eyes red though because that's hot.
Mine's eyes are purple.
I didn't change my eye colors in the other one, so. And then hot ass black lips right there.
That's
Ooh boy.
That is objectively the best hairstyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know about the rest of the character.
The rest of the
Actually, I know
character is
about
the
this.
only proper way to make this character. You're gonna find it's very weird though.
Doctor,
My Akira compared to your Akira.
of a confirmed gate opening in Central City. All available officers have been sent to investigate.
But you'll
I want to know
see
what
why.
happens if your hair.
Are no different.
Well, never mind. We'll get there.
Alright, yeah, sure.
But sir, we haven't even briefed them on the project.
Never mind that.
Oh yeah, we just get thrown into this game. This game does not the Persona route, and beginning.
Yeah,
In case you guys were
they let
wondering.
you play the game.
Yeah,
Sort of. I don't know what this part is.
I don't either. I don't know why it exists, why it's here.
We've got to catch up to the president.
Come on, Sonic, we gotta catch up to the president.
That was my first thought when I got to this part.
Really?
It even feels like it handles that well.
It handles okay.
Other than you can shoot stuff. It did not feel great. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of things in this game to me did not feel like they handled great. But it took a little bit of getting used to for like main combat.
Whoa! Jeez. My favorite thing is if a car is flying at you from one side, you can
just duck.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Let me see if I can find a car. Oh, it was on that. Ah! You can literally just evade through it. Like it doesn't do a thing. I'll say this: it sure is an interesting intro to a beginning of the game. I don't.
Yeah, it felt kind of like Nier, especially once I saw the numbers flying off things. You know,
Yeah,
like they do in Nier.
They're made. No, it's just.
It even looks like the same font.
Made by Bayonetta team, actually, not Nier.
I'm just saying it's what it felt like. I'm pretty sure it's the same font too for the letter, for like the numbers, for damage.
Ah, come on. Stop. Stop. Die. Thank you. Oh!
It's a good thing that this is inconsequential, because like.
Yeah, it really is.
I also got hit by more things than I really should have.
I'm
but
not gonna
also
lie.
like really just didn't handle well.
I didn't realize that it was non-consequential until now,
Yeah.
like just now. Like I didn't realize that I didn't have any health first time playing this fight. I'm noticing that just now. Okay. Here we go. Now, this part's pretty cool. I'm in love with this girl, by the way. Like, Akira is the hottest. Well, you know.
Me too. That's why I said you can't just have dibs. That's illegal.
And I will. To be fair, she's only
don't.
hot because of the ponytail. The version we get in Smash is not going to be as hot. She's not going to have the damn ponytail.
Yeah, that's very true.
And not that, I mean, her hairstyle's fine as default, but, you know, there's just better hairstyle.
The default's alright, but yeah, it's so much better.
I like.
Also,
she's just driving
everyone's
forward without a
dummy
care.
thick.
What's up?
Yeah. So everyone's dummy thick.
No one's thick.
Look at her thighs.
Her thighs are nice. I wouldn't say she's thick. They've got nice thighs. She's not. In fact, no, she's not thick at all. That butt is flat. It's a nice ass.
It is
still.
not.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. That's a flat ass.
Nintend's been going.
This
is not
a thick person. You are out of your mind.
Look how Zinker.
This
Look
is
how
not
far
a thick
up
person.
her ass those shorts are. I'm not saying she entirely is thick. When people say someone's thick, or like when I'm saying like she's thick, I just mean thighs, her hips, that area.
Yeah, it's not.
So. It is. You're
thick.
an animal.
She's not thick.
You have unrealistic thick expectations.
I don't.
If you don't
I
think
have
she's
regular thick expectations in which they actually have to be thick.
Expectations. You're wrong.
I'm really not. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Zinker, I don't think she has she does not have the slightest bit of thigh gap.
The thigh gap, Derek. Just because you don't have a thigh gap, most people don't have a thigh gap. It doesn't make them thick.
You know what that means? It means you've got thigh in the way.
That doesn't mean it's thick, Derek. That's not how thick is judged.
Thanks for your help. I can take it.
You need some meat on that bones to be thick, buddy.
If you don't have any thigh gap, you probably have thick thighs.
That's not necessarily true. At all.
There's a correlation. There's a direct correlation.
Not. That's made up.
I can show you a graph.
A graph.
I can show you the Richter scale.
It won't mean anything.
Zinker, I can show you the Richter scale and well, it's actually just a straight line really. It goes by powers of 10, but
yeah, it's not how it works.
It's a very simple correlation.
In fact, you can have a thigh gap and be thick, so like you're literally insane. Yeah.
No.
No, like you are actually. Alright, I already knew how that.
Yeah, this game also follows Nintendo's trend of having very well-defined butts. They've been doing that since the Switch came out, and they are not stopping. They're not showing any signs of stopping.
One, this isn't made by Nintendo. So,
I'm just saying, like Nintendo
off,
big.
What do you
Nintendo
mean by
published
well-defined?
games.
Because
Look, Zinker, look how sculpted it is.
well, most things are defined in HD.
There's clearly. What? Yeah, no shit. What I'm saying is like her model. Someone went and made sure to sculpt the inner part of her ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I mean.
Understand. Yeah, yeah, you're right. She's well defined then. Her butt's well defined. Look how our conversation is entirely about this girl's butt.
I know that voice.
We're just talking about the character design to start with, like, 'cause I feel like that's a proper first thing to talk about.
It is. Always choose a character whose ass you want to stare at the entire game.
Yeah, if you're gonna be viewing it the whole game, you better at least have something good to look at.
Me having played this game before makes it way easier to do this. Okay,
Yeah,
I want
it's
field
probably
medicine.
overall better because then there's just less time running around. Like, what does do? Is there a cool thing here?
There sure might be.
Should I talk to every person just in case that it becomes plot relevant? Who knows?
To be honest, I don't
Maybe
think
there'll be a choice that
either.
you can only make if you talk to one specific person at one specific point in time, that there's really not much indication that you need to talk to them at that exact point in time. I'm referencing a different game. That wasn't clear.
Okay, the audio is not in sync.
Fred,
with
no!
Astral.
A gate?
Oh, right, I can't fight
this
any
is
of these
like-
guys. Oh. Well, I can, but
Can.
not very well. Hey,
Try.
I know you're here. Ow! Alright. Ah! Take him down!
Hostile targets.
Take him down! Do I just kind of like...
Can't see them.
I'm just gonna run in the corner over here. Yeah.
Shoot them. That's what I was just trying. It didn't work either, but like.
Don't you hang up on me.
You can't shoot him. Because you can't see him.
Something we can't even see.
You can.
Well, you can see him, but you
can
can't
still.
see
You
him.
can shoot in their general direction.
I don't know how we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Derek, you can't lock on to that. Therefore, you can't even aim at them.
That doesn't matter. You can still shoot in their general direction. See, look,
And
he
it does
did it.
nothing. Derek,
Nothing
you're
does anything
insane.
here. I'm just saying you can do it to try. It's obvious it doesn't do anything. We can still do it.
the hero is here. The hero draws near. Vroom. Hello. That's a friend. Look at the friend go. How?
Whether he wants to be
Why-
or not.
Why is my?
I don't think he really wants to be.
Trying to figure out what the fuck's with my volume. Messing me up. Alright, I guess I try to drop the game audio a bit. Here we go. Let's go down to that. Okay.
Oh, I'm glad I actually get to see this cutscene because I accidentally skipped it. Because buttons are dumb.
It's hit plus twice. You have to be stupid to accidentally skip it.
No, no, Zinker. I hit home because I was talking to people. And then when I came back in, it automatically went to the pause screen. And me thinking, oh, I'll hit pause to unpause. Just naturally ended up going and skipping it because pause is, or if you hit pause twice, you skip the cutscene.
Right. The pause button's not plus though.
Well, it usually is in most things.
Yeah. So like I stated previously, you have to be stupid to accidentally skip the cutscene.
Just in time, huh?
No, Zinker, I hit a single plus.
Also, my Akira is
And there was
brown because
at
I'm
no
brown.
point before this.
My Akira is brown.
Was there any indication? I see
My-
that.
Yeah. What's your Akira? Pink hair?
At no point before this.
Wait a minute, Commander. What the hell are you
Yeah.
saying?
That's so weird.
No, you. At no point before this did they indicate that minus was pause.
Okay.
And hitting
that's fair.
plus sign pauses things like cutscenes.
Does not pause cutscenes.
But
It
I
just
usually
shows
just-
a little thing that says you can hit the skip.
I don't remember if pause. I don't remember if it paused them or not. I thought it did.
What is this thing?
It does not pause.
But
the
I
skip.
kept hitting home was the thing.
Thing.
Because because like home will pause it.
Yes.
Really hoped you two wouldn't get caught up.
So that's why I incurred this problem was I hit home and then it came back in and then I hit plus because I was like I saw it pause. So I was like, well, I'll just hit fucking plus so it doesn't so it goes back to unpause and it was like and that's skip.
Woo! Alright. More fighting. Yeah! I like how your complaints are all like you based too. Like it's your fault. It's still your fault.
I'm just saying it's I think it's I was the one who pressed the buttons, but they could have mapped things better. I still think that is one complaint I do have about this game. I think a lot of things could have been mapped better.
I disagree. This game controls perfectly fine. The only...
I do not think so.
Oh, you're insane then. Sorry.
No, you.
I'm not. I'm the one who's been playing it longer.
That doesn't make any difference. I played enough to know I don't
You
like how it feels.
absolutely did not
with
if you're
the certain
complaining
mapping.
about the control scheme.
I don't like the current. I don't like the mapping of certain
Also-
controls. Is what I'm saying.
Also, just fucking change it.
I didn't look very hard for it.
Okay,
Changing,
so you don't even know
but,
you can change the controls. Which,
I wasn't sure. I would have. When it lets you choose the game configuration, when the word configuration to me in games usually means like button configuration. They have a different idea of what that word means.
It lets you choose the game playstyle.
Did it say playstyle? I don't remember what it said. Whatever it said.
Oh my god, Derek.
If
You need help, buddy.
I don't like Zinker. The translation is terrible.
It's not! What translation?
A lot of things translated, I think, terribly.
I'm...
When you go to save and it tells you like, hey, you're gonna overwrite your data, it doesn't just say like, are you sure you want to overwrite your data? It's like, you're fucking overwriting your data. What the fuck? Are you sure? What's wrong with you? Your old data's gonna be gone.
Yeah, I don't think
it's so angry about it.
Buddy.
I think it seemed like it just got translated poorly. Also, in case the audience doesn't know, a lot of the moves that Zinker's doing, they do not teach you for a while.
They really don't. But the moves I'm doing are way more fun. So you know, like
a lot more effective than like than.
There you go. Oh, kills. Look at that. That was sad.
It's a lot more effective than, you know, not doing that.
Really is. It's like the main point of this. Alright, oh,
I am glad
more.
all of like the combat things that I've learned so far anyways, where I am, all of the combat things are useful.
Yes. Because it's well designed.
Like, there's not a single thing well, yeah, that part's well designed.
It mostly all is.
I'm just saying, like the default. I don't like the default control mapping. If I can change it, that's fine. I didn't really look into it too much. Because I just assumed I couldn't.
Here's the problem
that
I have with this, right? You complain about the control mapping, which is fine. But you also don't even know you can switch the controls. Now, I'm not saying I have a problem with this. Like, as in I care too much, although I do kind of care too much, but for different reasons. What I'm saying is, you have this argument you were making, and you see how that defeats the purpose of your argument, right? Like, you see how
the fact if I can change it, that's Zinker. If I can change, I'm not arguing that like it's still horrible because like if I don't know how much you can change it. If I can change it enough though, then it could potentially be fine. What I'm saying is, I don't like the default setup.
It's literally fine. The default setup's really good. Besides, I can think of one that's kind of awkward, but
you cannot argue that Zinker. You cannot. I don't think you can argue that the default setup is fine because control schemes are usually something that vary person to person in preference. I'm not saying everybody will think the same thing I do. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, the control setup is very not great. The control mapping is not great.
There's objective stuff that feels good.
There are objective things that do feel good, like using a stick to move. Rather than like well, I guess some people prefer a D-pad, but like rather than using a No.
Oh my god. Ah, that was hard to dodge. It was because I chose the wrong place. Okay. Can I even pass this? Oh. Yeah!
Also, I just want to point out, because you played this once before, I bet it's making you look a lot better than you did the first time.
No, I was fine.
Like during the combat.
I mean, I got hit a lot more, but I was fine.
I got hit a lot during the first combats.
Really?
My character was having a really bad day.
I didn't
Well,
get hit
like
that much.
the problem was I was having trouble. I was playing on kind of small TV for one thing, which from farther away than I should have been. So it made it hard just to see everything going on at once.
What in the hell was that?
Just because like it not big TV and far away. Like I would literally lose track of where I was or like where my pal was or like who was punching what. They're a little asshole. Like the fly dude. The ass, you've been fucking playing like a lot of this already.
Yes.
I don't have an exact number, but a lot.
A lot.
Are you okay?
That's correct.
Yes,
Nearly gave me a
experience
heart
helps.
attack.
Zinker, you know what? I could fucking play Call of Duty with the controller upside down after I practice for a little bit. You know why? Because you can learn to play with anything if you practice hard enough. My point is
Right here, Alicia.
I don't like how it felt, and I don't like how some of it still feels. Because while I can certainly manage with it, I think it could be better.
You moved like it was a part of your body.
No, it's pretty
Okay.
good once you get used
Copy
to
that.
it. Once you actually use it, it's decently good.
Well,
Like
I don't like
control
that
the
I
game.
need to use. One thing I don't like is I need to use the same thumb that I used to move to swap
You were
weapons.
coming with us. Try to explain all this later.
I mean,
I like this. There are times
What is-
where I like to swap the second that I something moves out of my range when I'm beating it, I want to switch to a gun so I can start shooting it. Which caused me to have to stop for half a
I
second
guess-
though while I move my thumb to hit the button, swap back. Or
this is in
as I
Final
have more
Fantasy
things to swap
15.
between, then it takes long.
You're not really meant to switch things.
I
Oh
didn't-
yeah, we gotta skip this. Unfortunately, it's good. That opening cutscene is really good, and I suggest you look it up. Alright, the song is called Savior. It's really good. We can't play it because I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it's copyrighted.
Probably.
Probably.
But my point
It's
is,
like actual vocalized. And
was
stuff.
I don't remember what I was saying honestly. I just got very distracted.
Okay.
I'm very tired today. I've been all over all today.
This is the platinum standard.
I woke up in Rochester after getting almost no sleep because it was very warm in my old roommate's apartment. I drove home today. I was home
Shit.
for half an hour, then I had to go to work for 8 hours. Now
Now,
I'm here and
alright,
it's 3:30
So
a.m.
I will say this. I don't like how it's called casual, and then the next one is platinum standard.
Yeah.
Platinum standard. Alright, I can kind of see your transition thing here, but no, because that has to say like easy, and this has to say like hard. There's no way. Okay, I'll do this. We'll try platinum standard.
Did you do platinum standard on your normal
No,
own
I'm doing
playthrough?
casual.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh. I did standard immediately. I've yet to die.
Oh, okay. I just did casual.
I've lost both my revival batteries on one boss, because I was just really not having a good time.
I feel like
Some bosses are really good at stun locking. Not stun locking, but the second you stand up, you better be fucking ready to move.
Yeah. Anyhow, never had a problem. I did casual because
I love these-
Mode. Like,
Hang on, real quick. I just want to say, I really love these dumb helicopters that work off of Dyson bladeless fan technology.
I guess it would have been a better time to end the episode before. It's fine. We'll end the episode soon, as everyone wants. Obviously, everyone just wants us to be over to stop. Everyone's like, it's time to stop. You need to stop what you're doing.
An order from the Union.
Wait a minute, Commander.
Also, the mouth movements are not fixed, not adjusted for the English translation. Try to argue that with me. Tell me that they're perfect.
Honestly, so I always hear people like complain about mouth movements not matching up with voice
I understand
for like
how you must
stuff
feel.
like video games
Yeah.
and movies,
But I need
and
you.
I have never,
Flexible.
ever
Shit.
been able to notice this. Like, it's not that I doubt you. It's like it's not. It's just something I've never paid attention to in my entire life.
Well then.
I noticed
it's
this because I
not
used to watch.
like I've seen it in
I noticed
As you
this
know,
because I
humanity
used to watch
faces a
ACG
very
and he
real
used to
threat
talk about voice
extinction.
and he would talk about whether it's
Most
synced up or
believe
not.
this is due to mass
And there's some
corruption.
games that I played that he reviewed and he's like, "Oh, but the voice lines
There
don't
are
match up."
worse
I'm like,
dangers,
"Really?"
which the Union
Huh.
finds prudent to
I've
keep
never
classified.
noticed.
Dangers from beyond the gates.
This is like the first thing where like I noticed like immediately, and it was like it felt very blatant. Which I don't care that much really. It's not to me it's not that big of a detail. I'd still much rather just have an English translation in the first place than not have it.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if it's off sync really. It doesn't take that much away from or from it really to me.
Okay, so
I'm just
what's
saying like that was one
confusing
thing
me
I
right
did
now
notice like almost immediately.
is I'm watching Yosef.
Back to their dimension. Their corruption
Yeah.
tainted the
And
land
he's-
itself. With most
Oh, I was gonna
of
say he
the
seems
lives
synced up, but then I realized I'm hearing the audio
survivors
on a
fled
delay, and I'm looking at the regular
Visualize.
TV screen.
We
Thereby, it
the
can't
ark.
possibly be
We
synced
thought we were
up.
safe, and we were for a
It just
while.
can't.
Yes.
As you know,
Like, it doesn't make sense.
it didn't last.
I noticed
mean-
it, and like Zinker, I noticed this like early on, and then both or at two different points, my roommates came back into like the room or came into like the living room while I was playing, like seeing the game for the first time, and during they happened to both come in
Yeah.
during cutscenes, and both of them immediately said, or commented on like the mouth movements being off.
Captured chimeras with human operators. We established control.
Like I'm
What do
just
you want,
saying,
a blowjob from
it's very
Yosef
blatant.
here, Derek? I mean, what do you care if his mouth movements are off?
To the legions.
I
The
don't
legions
care.
gave you
I'm just
a
saying.
look at the dangers
I'm
you
just
proved,
saying.
I'm just
that-
pointing it out.
but also
I'm just
a
pointing it
taste of
out
the pinnacle
that it
of
upset
human
me.
ingenuity. But of course, not
I mean, it didn't upset me. I'm just pointing it out.
only
It's something I
oppressed
noticed.
people have the natural faculties to
I'm just
synchronize
pointing
with
it out
nature.
that it upset you.
People
Got
like
it.
you. I'm sure this is a lot
Zinker, if I tell you, hey, the moon's blue tonight, I'm not.
species.
That's not its normal color. I'm not pointing it out because I'm upset. I'm pointing it out because oh, the fucking moon's blue.
Yeah, but you care about the moon being blue.
I don't care. I'm just
What do you mean you don't care?
animal.
You cared enough to comment that it is now blue instead of just looking at it and just being like, okay.
Maybe I didn't care. Maybe I thought you would care. And maybe you weren't gonna notice because you're colorblind now because you stare at the sun too much. Or maybe you're staring at the moon too much.
Been a while, huh?
Well, if I'm staring at the moon too much, won't I notice it's blue?
I never imagined we'd see you here in Neuro.
No, because you're colorblind now.
Growing up with Max around.
If I'm colorblind from looking at the moon.
Now that you guys are here, let me officially welcome.
Yeah.
you
But
to
wouldn't
the
I
team.
know? Because it would happen
You should've
once
seen
in the
Max's
blue moon.
face when
Therefore,
he
I
found
should
out you
already
were here.
know when the blue moon's
Between
going to
us,
happen.
I think he's happy you're here. There's only 5 of us
You
right
don't
now.
know blue
but
moons.
there are more candidates.
Yeah,
waiting
it's the
for
second full
ARI
moon
to
of
make
the
more
month.
legions. I know the commander talks a lot.
There's
about
not
what
2
you're
full
doing.
moons every month.
More help is on the way.
There's 13
Not
moons
normally,
a year.
not
Anyway,
normally, but a blue
first
moon
things
is when
first,
it's
time to get to know your
it's
legion.
there's a second full moon in a month. Or is it a year?
There's a training room
No, it's a
downstairs.
month.
We'll
What?
go there and work on your fundamentals.
Thinker, it's definitely not a year. There's definitely more than one full moon a year.
Yeah, I said month the first time though, and then you started
It's
going off about a
13.
year, and then I got
Do
confused
me a
because
favor
I'm not
and get him
like
and Alicia free,
I'm not
will
I
you?
don't know so much
I bet
about
you'll find him
astrology,
on the
Derek.
I'll head downstairs and set up the training room.
We're not doing this again.
Oh,
The
that's
only
right.
thing I know is that the
You and
atmosphere
your
will
goddess
not
find a
move
map
under
of the
any
station.
circumstances.
Might come in
But
handy if
a
you get
blue
lost.
moon is when a full moon happens a second time during a month. Not in a
Yeah,
row,
I
like
believe
it
that is what it
changes
is,
for a
but-
cycle. You can fucking look it up, Derek. You want us? We're basically at the end of the episode. Let me look it up right now. I'll totally read what the fuck a blue moon is. All right.
Zinker, I just said I agreed with you.
2 years? Remember when?
I don't even believe you.
Yeah, it's exactly that. I literally just said it.
Yeah, it's 2 full moons in a month, right? I gotta double check because you saying
The way you said it, the way you worded it the first time, it did not sound like that was what you meant.
I literally said a blue moon is a full moon that happens like a sec. I remember what I literally said. I don't think it was that confusing. But you know what? The audience can vote on
It
whether
did
it's
not
confusing or
sound
not.
exactly
Was it
like
confusing, guys? Did you understand what I was saying? Do you think Derek's crazy? Why do you think Derek's crazy? Ring-a-ding-ding that bell. Subscribe next time on Speletons.
Not crazy.
Ugh.
Watch Jeopardy.
And you didn't know what a blue moon was. Bye.